everyone, it's Jack from Cultaholic.com, back again with another quick news update, this time involving Hulk Hogan. In an interview with Dan Gelson of the Associated Press, Hogan said that he's not sure if WWE want him back, but he knows that the fans want him back, and also that specifically he knows that Triple H wants him back. The reason that Hogan believes that Triple H would welcome him back is because he thinks that he's the sort of guy who respects people who've put their blood, sweat and tears into the business. Obviously Hogan sees himself as one of those people. Obviously Hogan hasn't been seen or directly referenced really by WWE since like the events of almost 3 years ago, the whole Gawker trial in which he was found to have made racist remarks, and it all kind of led to him being just kind of not totally scrubbed from the record in WWE, but certainly not a figure that they were keen to promote anymore. WWE released a statement in response to this to Dan Gelson saying, look, we're pretty confident in our decision, which means, I guess, that they're not going to get him back in for Raw 25, which is the whole way this story started. All the rumors, can Hogan return for Raw 25? Is he going to come back? No, it doesn't look like he is. But he also said some pretty outlandish things. He said that he wants one more WrestleMania match with Vince, which is a bit crazy, and that he also wants to go out to Japan and get involved with the Bullet Club, which to me seems the less crazy of the two, but still possibly a little bit unlikely. In other news regarding Raw 25, it's been revealed that there were 2 wrestlers who were locally advertised for the show who weren't part of WWE's big announcement where they announced guys like Michaels and Flair and Taker and the APA and all the rest. These were guys who were locally advertised, never on a big scale, and then those adverts were quickly removed because they couldn't make the show for various reasons. And I'll reveal who those 2 names are now. They're major names. Let's have a listen. Look. First of all, Bret Hart was meant to be on the show, but apparently the date clashed with an appointment with his hand surgeon who is flying in specially from Paris to Calgary to meet with Bret Hart. So I guess for medical reasons, Bret can't be there, which is fair enough. Mick Foley had an equally sensible excuse in my opinion. He didn't want to come out for the show because it's not actually been that long since he was fired by Triple H and Stephanie McMahon, so it wouldn't really make sense for him to come back smiling and waving and pretending that everything's, all good and all hunky-dory. But without those 2 big names on the show, it's still going to be a stacked lineup. We've got Austin, Undertaker, Ric Flair, Eric Bischoff, a former Raw general manager, of course, Ric Flair, a former Raw general manager, of course. Oh man, APA, as I mentioned, Trish Stratus, Tori Wilson, several women were recently announced as well. Kelly Kelly, I think, was in there too. There's just so many names, it's actually hard to keep up. But one thing's for certain, there should be a lot of moments. And finally, let's dwell on 2 of the more recently announced names, MVP and Christian. I mean, these guys wouldn't be considered, well, actually, to be fair, in my opinion, Christian would be considered a legend. He's part of my favourite tag team of all time. But I don't think you can consider either of those guys like all-time greats on the level of an Austin or an Undertaker, but they're certainly very popular. They were in their day, especially Christian. And MVP, I think, is just one of those guys who, everyone just sort of didn't really appreciate him enough when he was there. So both he and Christian, I'm sure, will be very welcome additions to the show, and hopefully this very long and ambitious show, Raw 25, is a banger. That's all for now. Thank you very much for watching this quick news video. I have been Jack from Cultaholic.com. Check me out on Twitter at JackTheJobber if you want. Follow all of us at Cultaholic, and please do check out our Patreon if you enjoy what we do at patreon.com/Cultaholic, where there's a system of tiered rewards, and everything that you donate will be reinvested back into the company to create better content for you. And that is one of many, many reasons why you should never, ever forget to join us.